Curious to know why Kim looks a bit different at Milan Paris Week? Can't really put your finger on it? Well, let's discuss this. Firstly, I'm actually the same age as Kim. I'm no stranger to a bit of filler and a bit of Botox, so therefore this isn't about shading or anything, but this is just about having just a bit of a general discussion about what fillers and what Botox can do and what happens when things start to look a bit more obvious. Right, she's beautiful, like undisputably stunning. But as you get older, she's obviously younger in the bottom right here, as opposed to up at the top, you shouldn't gain volume in your face like that. So there's been an addition of volume, certainly obviously in the mid-face, and you can see it around the lips, and I feel like around the lower face as well. So when people gain volume as they get older in that way, then that's not a natural deposition of volume. And then the next thing, and this happens to me, is when you get your toxin done, so your botulinum toxin, when it's freshly done, you can look quite tight. And I also think there's been what's called a bit of a medial brow drop there as well, just slightly. And it just makes things look a bit more angular, so it gives a slightly different look to the face, not as soft. But what we have to be wary of, and this is just a general statement, is that if you put too much filler into the face, then it causes a problem with facial movement. So, not being able to extend the smile out as much, not having a connection between the smile and the eyes so that the emotion doesn't quite fully connect. And as you add more filler, it gains more water. And there's this phenomenon that we call filler fatigue, which is where the tissues start to look boggy. And for those who struggle with my Scottish accent, that's boggy as in a bog, as in full of water. So you sort of get to the point where fillers just can't achieve what you want them to achieve. So you're going to have to think about other ways of lifting and tightening the tissue. And the key is really knowing that point. Otherwise you go past that point and then you start to look odd. Now I think some of the pictures of her were not that great. So, this is just general information about how we need to think about fillers as we get older and realise their limitations. And follow for more real chat about toxins and fillers.